Hello and welcome. My name is Yana, the Heretic, and this is my channel, The Unpopular Opinion Becoming Popular. And I hope that everyone is enjoying some merry festivities with people that they love, embracing the winter and the fact that since the solstice on the 21st, we will be actually taking in more sunlight as the season fades in the next 2 months. I personally am very excited about this. I was not prepared for winter all year. I don't know what it was, but I definitely make it by snowboarding in the winter, or else my brain just goes fucking crazy. I am curious who out there finds that they're still doing the old calendar dates of festivities, the ones that follow the 365 day a year calendar, and who actually truly feels that our calendar needs to be upgraded and our zodiac needs to be upgraded to a more fathomable and honest level. What do you guys think? That's all I'm asking, is just if you have any opinions or a discussion on how things could change, what would you do about these holidays and these dates? There's so much new information coming out from all sources about our actual history that all of the Roman and Gregorian folk tales are kind of fading away, and there's definitely entrails happening. So what do you guys feel? I'm very curious. Today is the Weather Channel of Gate 58, and it is located in the root center, and our root center is our portal of being able to use our fuel and time the way that we desire, and what is the most wise choice on how we use our fuel. I personally do not have my root defined, meaning that I struggle with feeling satisfied in general with my day-to-day tasks. So I tend to treat things like tasks instead of really simmering in the experience with others, and that can lead up to not really being present the way that I would like to be. Trying to rush through things, trying to see the end of things rather than being the experience. So those that do not have their route defined may treat things like a checklist. So I definitely have been working on just being able to enjoy the moment, and those that have their route defined really fucking help me out. So route definition people, they tend to procrastinate a little bit more because they like taking their time. They like being more leisurely in order to soak in all experiences around them, and they take their time with information, mostly, or feeling, or whatever it is that they're trying to experience. Yeah, this is located in the root, and it is heading and reaching towards the spleen to meet gate 18, which is the gate of correction, work on what has been spoiled. 18 does not meet us this week in this transit, but it creates the channel of judgment, and it is the design of insatiability. So the desire to work towards something, to be able to use your fuel for the most beneficial impact on your life and the life of others. So we talked a little bit about Vishnu last time. We talked a bit about higher principles last time. So yet again, we're meeting this likelihood of having higher principles, but this is different, because the 58 is more about being joyous. So it is about really having fun with your energy. And I appreciate this so much. The gate of vitality and the gate of joy. What would we do if we had, unlimited fuel for fun and joy and being able to experience what we really feel good about? So, most of the time this comes down to what you're known for. So the 58s, they travel on a dangerous line because they have so much to express with this fuel, and they do it without even thinking about the downside. They do it so naturally that they don't even think about fearing anything. It's a spontaneous laughter that they create, or in a way a shock value, because they're in there in the moment and boastful, and they're always trying to find the best use of their time, or to create that environment for everyone around them. So there's an upside and a downside to that, because we always feel that insatiability. So the ones that have 58 present in their definition, they always feel this restlessness in their body. They want to be able to impact and inject the moment with something that is going to be the most fruitful or exciting, and driven. So they're known to be adrenaline junkies because they want to instill that impact and feel this confidence in their body, in their presence, that they really made something fucking cool happen, or it's not even the desire to want to be noticed, but it's just the fucking act of having a good time and being the class clown, or being, just a fucking character, So this tends to have a downside, because a lot of the time we go to the extremes. This is a gate that challenges authority. This is the proof that authority means nothing. This is the no gods, no masters complex. This is the you can't trap me into whatever domain or environment or ideal that you have. I'm always going to be almost like a skeptic of what is happening. 58 is about the root meeting up with the spleen, and the spleen is our resource of health. It's our data that we've collected, that is intuitive, that is primitive even. So what we're really looking for is, how are people being respectful to themselves and being healthy within their body? How are they using their fuel in the healthiest way possible? So or using it to challenge yourself to achieve greater heights within yourself and body. You're stretching your own limitations. You're meeting the fear face to face, but you're also being very adaptable through this process. I can definitely see this attribute in Vishnu because he's just having a great time. He's the preserver, and he has this nonchalant, spontaneous being that's so natural, that's so true, and he is just trying to instill joy in the cynicism of life. He's trying to kick up the dust and to make sure people see the magic within the dust, the golden flecks within the dust that was once dormant, and make things vibrant for people. The downside of the 58 can be that you try to push up against authority to a point where you're just trying to oppose the situation. You're just trying to oppose another person just because you want to. It's really not about having morality instilled in it. Which can happen if you're not hooked up to the 18 and creating this channel. So it is a gate that can cause chaos just because you want to question the morals, the leaders, the goodness. And so much of the human shadow is wanting somebody to suffer because it's interesting, even for people. Looking back at more savage days, they wanted to see people fight in the main square of their town. They wanted to see justice happen in front of them. So it was like liberating concept that justice would happen, and you'd show up in order for that shock value to occur. And it was alluring for those people. It's alluring to see this happen to people. And, you know, it could be really destabilizing for others to be around that energy because they always feel like they are being questioned or that they're not good enough, because their sense of beliefs isn't really being valued. This is a stream of taste, and this is a very individual taste, the Gate 58. And when it comes down to people outside of that, they really don't care. You know, they're the skeptics that will be skeptics because they can, because they hold themselves to their own authority, and it doesn't really matter about anyone else's schedule or what anyone else wants to do. You know, they will be challenged if that's what occurs. So definitely take all of this fuel and this energy. This is the last week of the fucking year of 2024, and we're going to be greeted with an entirely new year and chapter, as long as we follow that fucking Gregorian calendar, right? As long as we follow the biblical knowledge of today that is always ever advancing and becoming new. So, I do want to deliver some questions that I find very helpful for this week. If you want to journal them, that is why I ask them. Because you never fucking know what's gonna come out of you. You never really get to share the well of your thoughts. And writing is the most personal fucking way to do that. So, questions of the week. What do people remember you for? Is it a dance or a song or a prank you pulled? What is an expression that you use all the time that is very much ingrained in your personality? I find that I always know people are characters because they have some kooky thing they say all the time. Like, my mentor, she likes to say, "This is cuckoo bananas," and I absolutely love that shit, because I've never fucking heard anyone say that, so, it's great for imitating people, too, and, like, you know, it's what people get fucking paid for, is impersonations, so, it's pretty interesting how long that lasts. What would you like to do with free refills of vitality? So if you had an unlimited fuel and joy, how can you keep this process going even though you may not feel like it? So the continuation of this spontaneous energy, this won't be present for our sun personality unless you have this defined. So that's why I tell people, use this fuel to the most charismatic this week. You're going to be most likely around people and family and doing festivities, and hopefully it's making people fucking laugh and being weird. Next question. What is a genius idea that you have had or have that can improve the way people save time and save energy? How does that become a special method that gets passed down as a trade secret? So any job out there, they have trade secrets, and that's how you become more efficient, is by learning and evolving these trade secrets. So if you have any idea, thinking like that is very much a projector quality, because they're meant to guide. They look at us generators that are using up their fuel, and they're like, why the fuck are you running around in circles? Like, you should just do this detour and this detour, and you should get to your destination much quicker. So any projector that's listening, I definitely am like, speak up, talk about the ways that us fucking batteries can use our energy to the most efficient way possible. I fucking would appreciate that. Who wouldn't, just be real, be honest, and live your life in the most efficient way possible. That is all from me this week, Gate 58. If you have any questions, please message me. And check out my website at www.electromagnetic-identity.com and see what I have in store for you. All right, till next year.